Annyeonghaseyo, hi guys. So I really wanted to do a video on this, and I gotta fix my camera because I realized it's too high. Um so you guys know that it's the 1 year anniversary of Jonghyun from SHINee passing away. Um I talked about it more on my Instagram and my Facebook and everything like that. On Saturday because on Sunday. But on Saturday, I actually got a tattoo I've been planning on for a while. You guys can see how well you guys can see it. I'm gonna turn up my brightness because I realize my brightness isn't that bright. Where'd it go, guys? I got his quote, "You did well, Jonghyun." And the artist actually did really good on this because he actually made it really realistic. The hand and everything. I just got it on Saturday, so it's still healing. But it being my third tattoo, I really wanted to get a tattoo for him. I've been planning it for a while. And I've been like, I didn't know, I didn't necessarily know what to say about it. I talked more about it on Sunday, and people have been talking about it the last few days, and it doesn't feel like it's been a year. It's hard to, you know, I still feel like I feel like I'm gonna turn on the YouTube one day and SHINee's music video is gonna pop up, and I'm gonna hear Jonghyun's voice again when it comes to SHINee music videos. And me, just like other SHINee fans and other K-pop fans, it's hard to kind of like fully accept that he is gone. But then you can't dwell on that can't dwell on it too much because that's not what he would want it or the SHINee members would want. And I feel like it's a big difference because I haven't actually talked about this and everything in a while. I haven't talked about this, what happened and everything in a while because I feel like I've been focusing more on because SHINee had their comeback. They released a few music videos and stuff in this year, and I am so happy to see how SHINee has come together as a group, and still obviously still keeps the memory of Jonghyun alive. Not just them, but like people that knew him and fans and everything still keep Jonghyun's memory alive because no matter what, even though he is gone, his memory is still around in everything that SHINee does or SHINee talks about. And the fact that Onu, obviously the leader, is now has officially joined started his time in the army, and he's not come back for 2 years. He's got the support of fans and everything, and I know that he's strong enough to be able to do that because the fact is, like, after everything happened, Minho and Onu stepped up to be able to support not just each other, but like Taemin and Key and everything, and I was really proud of them stepping up as leaders and being like, okay, we got to come back together as a group. We got to be able to be strong for not just for ourselves, but for the fans, for Jonghyun's memory, because he wouldn't want us to put our career on hold or everything on hold just because of him. And I feel like I'm kind of feeling like the industry is kind of realizing what the pressures of being an idol and the pressures of everything else has kind of been does on the idols. I wish that the thing that the companies did is they wish they had like counselors and stuff that they'd be able to talk to, and not just all these things and stuff, be an idol, they're still people. And I think that slowly, this the idea and the thought of mental health is something that is something that's starting to come to light in Korea, and I'm hoping that it keeps going and everything like that, because people don't always realize that idols aren't just, celebrities and people and that perform. They're not robots. They might come out in companies like Machines and everything, constantly coming out as new groups, but they're still human beings. They're like you and me. They're like you and me and everything, wanting to be a singer or be a doctor or anything else. That's their dream. That's the dream that they wanted to. They wanted to be famous. They want to do that, and they put so much on the line. But the hard thing is that a lot of time we put idols on pedestals and sometimes forget that they're still people and human beings, and they have feelings, and they struggle with mental health, and they struggle with the inner demons and everything. And I'm hoping that, now thinking about SHINee and thinking about Jonghyun's memory, I still get a little bit sad. Especially, like, obviously you guys know this poster and everything has been up in my room. I have this poster from obviously a solo that he did, his bass solo, and I have SHINee pictures up here with the collage of pictures that I have. And it's one of those things, like, I still see Jonghyun and I see Jonghyun's face every morning and every night and during the day, and for a while it was hard for me to be able to look at it, and not just because like I didn't want to sorry, I'm dealing with allergies right now. I didn't want to not remember his memory, but I was having a hard time accepting that he was gone. And I know I talked about it in the video a long time ago, but I think it brought a lot of K-pop fans. It brought K-pop fans together, and I think it brought a lot of idols together. And I think that people that weren't into SHINee at the time got into SHINee and everything because of the message that Jonghyun, conveyed in his life, that to not so just support your family and friends and people you care about, but to support yourself. And the situation and the event that happened with Jonghyun is always going to stick in everybody's mind and everybody's head. I mean, everybody's mind and everybody's heart. But the thing is, like, Jonghyun's memory, and it being 1 year since he's been gone, I will be doing this and everything next year when it's 2 years and everything after he's passed away. And I'll still be talking about this. I'm hoping by then that more light has been shed on mental health in the K-pop industry and the Asian media industry in general, especially K-pop idols, because K-pop idols, they work like workhorses sometimes. They work so much where they don't barely get to actually rest. And I keep saying I'm hoping, because that's all we can really do is hope that the companies see that they're still people and they're still human beings, because I would never want anything ever like this to happen again with any other idols like it did Jonghyun and other idols and stuff that has happened to. And I keep saying I hope, and I'm hoping, but I mean, we never know what can happen in the future. And I think that, mental health is a big stigma when it comes to Asian, the Asian entertainment industry, idols and everything, because I feel like it's seen as a sign of weakness sometimes, and I don't. There's people are still human beings, no matter what you are, idol, celebrity in general. When it comes to Asian culture, actor, actress, idol, music, any kind of musician, and I just worry about other idols sometimes, and I feel like Jonghyun was an example that Jonghyun was a shining bright light and was SHINee and other idols and their fans and SHINee universe, and he was happy. He brought all this light and this smile and this humor and this warmth to everybody that he cared about more. He showed more kindness to anybody. And I feel like that's why we never suspected that anything like this would happen with him. And I feel like the same thing has to do with just like with Robin Williams or other idols, or any other artists or American artists or Korean artists. No matter how happy somebody can be or come off to be, we all have our inner demons, and I hope that, when I talked about in my previous video, and a video that I posted a while back, that I'm going to post in the bottom box a link to a helpline, suicide helpline. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, or you feel like you feel like you've nowhere else to turn to, or you feel like you want to make that decision that is a permanent decision in everything that you can't go back on, or you're just struggling in general and you need somebody to talk to, then call this number. Like, call the number, talk to somebody, talk to a friend, talk to a counselor, talk to a teacher, talk to a parent, talk to somebody, because you might be struggling and you think that you have nobody else to talk to, and you're listening to those voices and everything that are telling you to do something. Just remember that, things might feel difficult, but it's not always going to be bad, and there's going to be good things that are going to happen in life, and that there's people that care about you and people that care about, your future, and, we're all going to have rough days. They say life isn't easy. If it was, then, then it would be the same for everybody. But it's not. And I feel like Jin-young's memory can convey that. The memories that he made for people and for himself, the smiles, the laughs, the goofiness, the music, the voice that he brought to the world and to the industry, and to anybody who heard his voice, even if you weren't a SHINee fan, the smiles that he brought. And he always brought his 100% when he came out on stage or made a music video or a song or anything, or met fans, that he made those memories, and he showed that you can have happy memories too, even if you're struggling. And I know that I miss him, and I will always miss him, and I will always have a permanent memory on my skin that I would never want to forget him. And I know other SHINee fans feel the same, and anybody that knows about SHINee or had that impact that Jin-young had on them, even if they weren't a SHINee fan, I hope you are now. And that I hope that if you ever need anybody to talk to, you can message me on any of my social medias. I'm willing to talk. If I don't get to it right away, I will always be willing to talk to anybody. I struggle with my inner demons too, and I've had my dark days and everything. But I always find my friends and stuff that are always willing to listen to me, even if it isn't me ranting about anything. SHINee needs our support, and every idol needs our support, no matter what, because they're still human beings too. And if you have a friend that's struggling, they might not tell you that they're struggling, but if you feel like that they're off or they need somebody to talk to, just always be willing to listen. And maybe bring up that point that you're always willing to listen to them. Even if they don't feel like talking, you guys can just sit and watch a movie or sit and, do something. Or you don't have to talk at all. Just sit and watch anime or sit and listen to music. And it being 1 year since Jin passing away, his memory is always going to be around. He's always going to be watching over everybody, watching over his members, watching over every fan, every person, his family. And my prayers go out to his family and his friends and all the SHINee members and all the idols that were friends with him and anybody that's come in contact with SHINee or Jin or anything close to him. But I love you guys. If you guys want to see a better picture of my tattoo that I got in memory of Jin, I posted it on my Instagram. It's way better than obviously seeing it on my video. Let me know what's your favorite SHINee song. What's your favorite SHINee memory? What kind of memory would you like to talk about Jin? And when has Jin ever made you laugh? But I love you guys so much, and you guys know you guys can follow my Twitter, my Instagram, my cosplay Facebook page, my Snapchat, my DeviantArt, my Instagram, all in the bottom box. Go like this video. If you're a fellow SHINee member, go like this video and show me how much of a SHINee fellow show you are and K-pop fan and in general. Also click subscribe so you guys can watch my other videos that I post. I plan on posting a lot of videos and everything coming up. And also click the notification bell so you guys get a notification when I post a video. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys later. Annyeong!